5 years ago, Jason Blaine had a dream. He wanted to take his talent and he wanted to help his hometown, and he established his own charitable fund. Jason, let's talk about how that all got started. The idea really came from your participation in other events.
Yeah, I was out west at another event for my friend Gord Bamford. I was invited out there, and I just thought it was really cool. I had never been to an event like that, or I'd never been to a charity golf event before. And so I immediately thought, I would love to do something like this in Pembroke. And so Gord graciously came, and he was our first guest artist. And you know, the first year was a hit, and I remember having a beer with you at the restaurant here in town, and sharing the vision. And boy, the way that the business community and for all of our sponsors have come together, I mean, it was just really, really incredible, you know, and that's what's brought us all the way to year 5, you know.
And you wanted to tie music, obviously, because that's who you are with golf, and it's a big project. It's 2 full days.
Yeah, and I remember us talking about it, and I told everybody, I have no idea how to do something like this. There's so many moving parts, but I know I have a lot of great friends in the music industry, a lot of great artist friends, and I've never had a problem inviting people all the way from Vancouver, guys like Dallas Smith and Chad Brownlee, all the way fly across the country to come and hang out for not just 2 days, because you got to fly in the day before and fly out the next day. So it's almost a week. It's 4 days, and they come here and help us raise all this money and give to so many great causes in the area, and sort of use music to give back. You know, I wasn't blessed with the brains to be you know, a neurosurgeon or anything like that, you know, so but music was my gift. So to use music to make an impact for a positive impact is really that's what it's all about.
The charity has raised now more than $300,000 over 4 years. It's going to raise more in the next couple of days. We're right on the shores of the Ottawa River today at the Pembroke Golf Club, where the golf tournament takes place. In your dreams, did you ever think it would be that successful?
I had, you know, I had wanted to raise, you know, something respectable, you know, like I sort of the first couple of years I thought, well, if you can raise 25,000 or something like that, I feel like, you know, we did okay. But to have years where you're raising 80, 90, close to 100,000 in one 2-day event was really incredible, because it's a small area, it's a humble area. We do have some incredible businesses, but that's a lot. That's a lot to ask of the area, and boy, you know, the people have come out, and everybody, we've never had any problem getting anybody to come back in. The event sells out super fast, as you know, and so that's been really fun. It's a lot to organize, and it's a labor of love, and this amazing committee that we have. I couldn't do it without. Yeah, it's been fun to see it become successful and to keep it going.
It's also a gift. The concert itself, you're bringing in some significant acts. You know, Dallas Smith, Kira Isabella, Aaron Pritchett. These are significant Canadian stars, just like you are.
Juno award-winning acts in guys like Dallas and Jason McCoy, the Road Hammers, and Tim Hicks, multi-platinum selling artist. You know, they're, you know, friends of mine, and it's really fun. It's really fun to be able to bring those guys and girls. I'd like to get a few more female artists up here too, to throw a great time, you know, and put on a world-class event, you know, that just, and really to bring them and show them my hometown, you know, show them the Ottawa River and experience the valley.
And they love it. You know, you can see it when they come here. They have such a great time, and I'm sure you do. You give back. You go into a lot of these. You've gone to Gord Bamford's. You've gone to other artists' charity golf tournaments, and I'm sure you pick things and you learn from those experiences as well.
Absolutely, you learn some new ideas and stuff, on some new fundraising ideas, and you just make friends with people. People have kept in touch. People from our committee have kept in touch with the artists, and even go out to their shows. You know, if they're playing somewhere else within, you know, driving distance or whatever, and that's what it's all about.
You're a father of 4, and obviously children are important to you, and one of the causes you've had has been the Pembroke Boys and Girls Club. You've been a supporter of that since day one of your charity. You've also given back to Algonquin College as an alumnus of the Pembroke campus. But last year I should say, you came up with this idea of giving back in smaller pockets of money to many community organizations. So just talk about the thinking behind who you wanted to support?
Sure. Well, there's so many worthy causes, and and being from here, it's really hard to. I couldn't ever see myself picking just one. I wouldn't feel right about that. And you can make such a great impact. Whether it's a couple $1,000s or $5 here or whatever. So many organizations have been incredibly happy with our contributions. And one of the things that was really fun this year was helping the local Legion get a beer fridge. They were storing beer in a cold room downstairs. So it was never quite as cold as it ought to be, because if anybody deserves a cold beer, it's certainly veterans. So that was fun for us, for sure. And helping the local Allison Fraser Rec Center get with some of their improvements. I skated on that ice as a boy. So different things like that. You mentioned the Boys and Girls Club. They do such great work, especially their after-school programs. And kids are the next generation. Raise a child up in the way they shall go, and they won't depart from it. That's sort of the motto. And the Boys and Girls Club, they make such a positive impact early on, and so maybe they'll be here, years from now, helping out with an event like this, and just keeping the community strong. So that's what's important.
Is it a long-term plan? Do you want to keep the charity going for many, many years?
Boy, that's when you talk about pressure. Like, now that we've started this thing, we got to sort of keep it rolling. Now I feel pressure to keep it rolling, and it is a lot. Every year we there's always a point you're like, oh wow, this is a lot, and somehow we managed to pull it off. So I think as long as we continue to get the support, we do our job to throw a great show and to put on a great time and spend as little money as we can possibly spend so we could raise the most, keep our costs down, and really try to make a good impact. I think we'll have to keep it going.
Every once in a while, there's a moment at this event that takes your breath away.
Yeah.
Last night in year 5 at the concert was one of those moments.
Oh, goodness, yeah. Boy, the Rivertown Saints, talk about great guys. They come out and they've been here for 3 years in a row now. I'm big fans of those guys personally and their music. And $20,000 for a backyard bonfire was just incredible. Just really did take my breath away. Those are the kind of moments that you just go, wow, there's so much love and magic in the room. People coming together around this stuff is incredible.
And that was part of the live auction. So people that haven't been to your event, just explain how it works.
So we'll put together a whole list of items. It could be sports jerseys. We had a Raptors jersey. We had Toronto Maple Leafs jersey. Last year we had signed Eric Carlson, Ottawa Senators jersey. We had Doug Gilmour here last year. He signed a jersey. So, but the guys, the Rivertown Saints, they offered up. They had a huge hit song called Bonfire, and they offered up on their own a backyard bonfire. So you can have them come and play in the backyard around the campfire, which is the way we all grew up playing. And then people just started bidding on that, and we had thought, maybe $2,500 or $5,000 or something like that. $20,000 was incredible. So those guys, God bless them, they're troopers, So, but it's a lot of fun. We have an auctioneer, and we do a live auction. It's fast moving. It's crazy. It's loud, and it's exciting, and it's fun. And that's boy, to raise that much money in such a short amount of time, that's the way to do it.
The other thing it is it's extremely personal. This is not an average concert. It's different.
It is, and and it's short sets. Everybody comes out because the night really starts. I mean, it goes from about 6 p.m. The doors open at 6 p.m. We have a VIP meet and greet, and we take photos with our sponsors, and then we've got music till 11 o'clock. So the artists, they'll do about 4 to 5 songs each, and I'll do a couple of sets of my own songs, and then we all come together at the end to cap off the night.
But they're very, very willing of their time. There's an awful lot of selfies that are being taken with the artists because they're so approachable, and that's one of the beautiful things about Canadian recording artists. They're Canadian.
They are, man, and it's a small community. We all know each other, even if we don't know each other yet, as was the case last year with Dan Davidson. And this year with the guys from Petrick, I didn't even really know the guys, but I felt like I knew them through their music, and we kind of met each other quickly at different awards things or what have you. But I just reached out to them, and you know, the willingness to be like, yeah, let me check my schedule. I'm open. Would love. That sounds like a great time, and to come up this way, and then I'll return the favor and go out to Chad Brownlee's tournament or Dallas Smith's tournament out there in Langley, BC, and then we all become fast friends. I mean, JoJo Mason and I have become real good buddies, and the guys from Petrick I just met yesterday, and you know, and just terrific people.
A few weeks ago, you were named Male Artist of the Year by the Ontario Country Music Association.
Yeah,
that's a pretty big deal. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's humbling. It's honoring. I'm proud of it. To be recognized by my peers in Ontario, which has been really cool to see that organization really just continue to grow. It didn't exist when I was coming up over 10 years ago. So it's a great organization, and I'd welcome anybody to check them out online, CMA of Ontario. And if you're interested in getting involved in country music in Ontario, that's a great place to start. But I've been really lucky to have won past awards. This is my second time to take that one home and to win Single of the Year in the past and video, and it's really cool. But it's not the awards themselves, but it's an opportunity to be able to go up to the podium and sort of publicly thank your people, thank your record label and your team. You know, for me, it's Wax Records this year, and thank the people that work so hard, because there's a lot of people behind the scenes that really work on marketing strategies and work your song at radio and keep you on the road with your band that are really important. It's not a one-man operation.
Well, it's not a one-man operation, your charity either, but without you, none of this would have been possible. So thanks for giving back to your hometown.
Thanks, Jamie. Thanks for being here.
All right. Great talking to you again. Jason Blaine, who grew up here in the Ottawa Valley, has had a wonderful music career and has now raised thousands of dollars for his hometown for local organizations and charities. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on In Conversation With. I'm Jamie Bramburger.
Petrick, Rivertown Saints, Western Swing Authority. Mr. Brian Hebert, special guest tonight. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. God bless, Pembroke. Thank you.